Well, hello again, guys. My name is Fiona and I am coming to you live from the Central Coast of New South Wales. And this evening, I will be sharing with you essential oils that we can use for a better sleep. I think a lot of us could benefit from that. So I hope you've been having a fantastic Saturday on this sensational Saturday so far. Some fantastic presentations. I hope you're all enjoying as much as I am. So, look, many of us, I think, struggle to get a really good sleep with everything that we've got going on, all the stresses that we've got in our day-to-day, particularly now with our isolation situation. Sometimes it can be hard to switch that brain off and actually go to sleep or stay asleep and get a really restful sleep. Hello, friends. Hey, champion. Thanks for joining. Say hi if you're here. And look, I think the number one thing that people first look to essential oils for help with is sleep. That's what I hear mostly from people, and that's one of the big things that I wanted help with when I first got started with essential oils. And there is heaps of information out there in books, online, and sometimes it can be hard to know where to start. There's so many good suggestions out there. So I'm going to be sharing with you essential oils that I've found to be really useful for getting a better sleep, and exactly how to use them for maximum effect. Now, I think more than ever, we need to be making sure that we are taking care of ourselves. Managing stress, getting good sleep, things like that. Stress and a lack of sleep, like, high stress, a lack of sleep can actually, it's been shown to compromise our immune system. So especially right now, we really can't afford for that to happen. And it's super important to do everything that we can to take care of ourselves. All right, so let's start with which oils are awesome for getting a better sleep. So we are so blessed with Young Living has a huge range of essential oils, a huge range of single oils where it's just the single plant species in the bottle, and a huge range of amazing blends for us to use. So I encourage you, I'm going to make some suggestions today. I encourage you to play around with different oils and basically what works best for you. So first of all, I think everyone has, knows lavender for its ability to help us calm and have a good sleep. So lavender is up there in the single oil range to try. Cedarwood is another amazing oil. Vetiver, that's perhaps a lesser known single oil that is great for sleep as well. Orange, I think surprises a lot of people. That's a great one to pair with things like lavender or cedarwood or vetiver, Roman chamomile, things like that. Often people think of the citrus oils as the oils that uplift us and energize us, and that is true. But when it's paired with some of the more calming and relaxing oils, what it seems to do is instill in us that sense of positivity, but it doesn't pep us up. Like, it kind of works really nicely in tandem with the relaxing oils to kind of make us feel, happy, happy and kind of, positive, but still calm, so that we can get off to sleep. So I mentioned Roman chamomile. That is another single oil that is really awesome for sleep. So there's also some amazing blends that Young Living has. Firstly, I would suggest to you Tranquil is a beautiful, beautiful blend. What have we got? It contains lavender. It contains, what else? We've got cedarwood in here as well. Geranium and a few other oils, and that's really nice and gentle, beautiful one to use. Another oil that is a favorite of mine for sleep is Peace and Calming. Peace and Calming blend is amazing. Pretty self-explanatory name of that oil. And also Rutavala. I don't know if you've used that. That's an amazing blend of a rue. I think it is rue. valerian, lavender, and can someone tell me what the tar is? Ruta Vala. Anyway, beautiful blend for sleep as well. The last blend I would suggest is Vala, which, if you're not familiar with it, is I think possibly the top or most favourite blend ever from Young Living, and it's good for so many different things, but this one's really helpful. It's kind of giving that sense of grounding and helping to calm at sleep time as well. So Vala is amazing. So again, just quickly, I'll mention, all of those oils again, and then we'll move on to specifically how you can use those oils. So we've got singles, so we've got lavender, cedarwood, vetiver, orange, Roman chamomile, and by all means, this is not an exhaustive list. This is just kind of my top 5 single oils that I would suggest to you. And then we've got blends, Rutavala, and thank you, Jeremy. Oh yeah, you've told me that there's a rue in that. Yep, so Rutavala, peace and calming, tranquil, and Vala. Okay, so how do we use these oils? Basically, we can use them aromatically or we can use them topically. So aromatically, my favorite way to enjoy these oils is from basically diffusing them in any room of the house, basically, but we're talking about sleep, so it's really important to get yourself a great diffuser for your bedroom. This is my favorite, the lantern diffuser. I think it's so gorgeous, from Young Living, so that's my favorite. So you can diffuse oils, or you can apply a couple of drops, 1 or 2 drops, to your pillow or your kid's pillow, or if they're a young child and they are sleeping with a stuffed animal or something like that, just apply the oil directly to the stuffed animal, the toy. So my favourite diffuser blends that I often use in my bedroom, I like to pair lavender, cedarwood and orange all together. I really love that combination. Or lavender, vetiver and orange is really nice. Or peace and calming. I like to diffuse that as an alternative. You could create a spray, a linen/pillow spray with your favourite calming oils, and I've got a recipe to share with you too towards the end of this video. For you to make up and try. So basically, you can create a spray to spray on your pillow or your sheets or yourself, because it's all natural, to help you get off to sleep as well. Also, exciting to note, some essential oils, when they're diffused, produce negative ions, which is basically, negative ions are produced naturally by wind and rain. And what they do, they help to stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system, which controls rest, relaxation, digestion, sleep, things like that. So, people are all about the salt lamps these days, because they help produce negative ions. And that's combating what we often find that we have an overabundance of positive ions in our environment, and that's caused from lots of things like pollution, and electric devices and things, which we all know we've got devices everywhere, sometimes in our bedroom as well, because we're using our phones and iPads and whatever. So in particular, oils that produce negative ions when diffused include lavender, cedarwood, orange, and bergamot or bergamot, however you pronounce that. So that's a cool thing to note as well. All right, so using these oils topically to help with sleep. I'm a huge fan of using oils directly on the soles of the feet, and that's because with the larger pores on the feet, they can absorb essential oils super quickly. So that's a super fast way to get the oils into your body. Also, lots of people, and I've had some great success as well, talk about using oils like Valor or Peace and Calming on the underside of your big toes. So just a drop on each big toe, rub that in. Also get some on the soles of your feet as well. What I also find particularly effective is to use any of these essential oils basically on the back of the neck. So I basically go from the base of my skull down as far as I can reach, down the spine, and also kind of around the base of the skull towards the neck as well. And what I've been doing, and I'm loving the combination of basically a layer. I start with Valor and put that down my spine, around the base of my skull, kind of let that soak in for a few moments, and then I go over the top with Peace and Calming. And what I'm finding is the Valor, first of all, the frequency of Valor, if you're into frequencies, is the same frequency as our skeleton or our bones. And so that I just find that kind of makes me feel more aligned, and if I've had some tension through here, that just kind of makes me feel more balanced. And then over the top with Peace and Calming, or Tranquil as well, I've used. It's just super relaxing, and I have such a deep sleep with those two on the back of my neck and around the base of my skull. So that's my hot tip. What you could also do, you could add 5 to 6 drops of your favourite calming oil, either to a tablespoon of carrier oil or to a cup of Epsom salts, or both. Add them into your hot bath and enjoy the aromatic benefits of the oils that way, as well as a really nice way to enjoy them. I guess so my thought that I'll leave you with before I share my sleep spray recipe is that just be aware that essential oils work differently in different bodies. So essential oils have an incredibly complex composition, and everybody's body is different as well. So our bodies draw what it needs from an essential oil. So I encourage you, play around with different oils. If you're lost, start with the oils that I've suggested, and just play around and find what works best for you, and get a little routine going that works for you at bedtime and works for your kids at bedtime. So lastly, I'll share with you my sleep spray recipe. So I've been making it up. Oh, I forgot to bring my bottle in. How annoying. I've been making it up in a 100ml spray bottle and adding, I'll share the recipe below as well. I've been adding 20 drops of Roman chamomile, 12 drops of lavender, 8 drops of orange, 1 teaspoon of vodka or witch hazel, and then filling to the top with distilled water. The vodka / witch hazel helps the essential oils disperse within the water, but you'll still need to give it a good shake before you spray. And so that's a good one to spray on yourself, as I said before. It's all natural, why not? You can spray on your pillow or linens, things like that. It's just another way to enjoy the oils aromatically as well. Actually, one last hot tip. Where did I put it? I've got some friends who are finding the use of mineral essence so mineral essence is a broad spectrum supply of, I think it's 62 trace minerals in the most bioavailable form. This is an awesome product from Young Living. What a lot of people find contributes to their poor sleep is often a mineral deficiency. And so mineral essence is an awesome way to get in the appropriate ratio. It's been especially formulated to make sure that a ratio of the minerals that are present in there, like magnesium in particular, comes to mind, is a big thing to make sure you've got enough magnesium in your system for great sleep. So all of the minerals in here are present in the appropriate ratios for our bodies to make sure that we're, not going off the charts with any of those things. So mineral essence is really helping some people. So that is another suggestion for you. And that is me done. enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Thanks for listening, and I hope you enjoy the rest of our sensational Saturday. Have a good night. See you later, guys.